Hello, my name is Sadie. Welcome back to my channel, Yen Reiki Light. And today I wanted to come on and do the part 2 video of karma. And this is a question that I asked after I had been given the explanation of how karma works. Why do bad things happen to good people? And so to do a short recap of yesterday's, or I think it was Saturday's video about karma. We come in with these soul contracts and our karma is sort of based upon everything that's happened and accrued before and everything that we choose to do in this life. So those soul contracts and sort of the karma credit limits are based upon those things. We come in with good karma. We come in with these positive attributes, with skills, with talents, with gifts that are just natural to us, that we thrive and excel in. But we also come in with what's called bad karma. Challenging sort of situations, negative patterning that we contract to come into balance in this life. And so from the ego perspective, things that are painful, things that are hurtful to us are bad. But from the higher perspective, we actually learn and grow the most through pain, through suffering, through those situations that sort of cut us to the core and bring us to our knees, because it's at those moments where we're seeking a way out. We're seeking a way out of pain. We're seeking a way forward, So why do bad things happen to good people? The simplest explanation that I can give that was given to me is that all the world's a stage and all the men and women are merely players. It's a William Shakespeare quote, but it's a quote that my guides gave me. And they kind of explained, so when we come in with these soul contracts, we also come in with our karmic limits and our karmic credit and our karmic debt. But we also will choose to play certain roles. So like me, I guess I chose to play the role of a teacher or a healer just because that's always what I've been naturally good at. It's always been what I've been attracted to. Ever since I was a kid, people would just talk to me and I would give them advice and they would be like, "You're so helpful." And so it's natural for me to go into a field like psychology because that's just sort of my natural gifts and attributes. But certain people come in to play the villain role. They come in to play the bad guy. And the reason why for this is, number one, we live in that field of duality. You can't get around it. Light and dark exist simultaneously. They're like two sides of the same, the different sides of the same coin. It all makes up the whole. But also at the higher soul perspective, you will make contracts with quote unquote villain characters because they are the ones who push you forward the most. They push you on your path the most. So it's like when you go through that challenging experience, that traumatic event, and you overcome it, that's when you clear the karmic debt, but you also raise your karmic credit limit because you've done the work. But you couldn't get there sometimes without that negative experience or without that person playing a villain role in your life. If they didn't do that for you, and again, it's happening for you, it's not happening to you. If they didn't do that for you, you could not fulfill your highest purpose. I'll give you an example. This is a woman that I met recently, and She was sexually abused as a child by her mother's boyfriend. Mother was abusive and alcoholic as well. Not sexually abusive, but she was verbally, emotionally abusive. So mom didn't believe it. When she graduated from high school, she left home, she went to college. She thought, okay, I'm finally free of the abuse. I get to start my life over again. She met a guy she thought was a nice guy. They dated for a while. He ended up taking her to a frat party. At this frat party, her drink was spiked. He knew about it. And then he proceeded to allow his frat brothers to gang rape her. She went through that, at college at 18, 19 years old, was humiliated, wanted to end her life, decided not to, and took a different path. Within the last few years, she started a foundation for women who have been, sexually abused, sexually assaulted. She goes to colleges, she talks to women, she talks to young girls, and every day she says, people call her up or send her messages and say, you saved my life. Your foundation saved my life. Your work saved my life. And she says all the time, if I had never gone through, and it's not me personally, it's someone else I know, but if this woman had never gone through the things that she went through in her childhood and that horrible experience in college, she couldn't do the work that she does now. She realizes it all was for a higher purpose. It all was for a higher path. It was for her to really step into the soul contract and her divine life purpose, the highest purpose for her life and her soul to fulfill. And that's the work that she does. And again, she wouldn't be able to do that work if those experiences had never happened to her. And so the number one reason why bad things happen to good people is because that bad thing or that bad person who came into your life and you felt like destroyed you was there to help you grow, there to help you raise your vibration, there to help you step into leadership roles, mastery roles, spiritual teaching, whatever it is that the gifts and attributes that you're meant to not just learn and hone on your own, but also share with the world. That's why those negative experiences, that's why the negative karmic debt is there. It's for you to overcome so that you can step on your highest path, the dharmic path, and live your highest truth and be the highest and best version of yourself. And so, again, it's not an easy answer to a question because, the ego, it doesn't, when you've gone through horrible experiences, being told that, oh, this is for your highest good, doesn't make it feel better. Does it make you feel any better? Does it make the experience any easier? But hindsight's 2020. And when you're out of the patterning and when you're out of the negative experiences and when you realize like you've cleared and balanced that karmic debt, whatever it is, because it's going to be different for all of us, then you can look back and say, yes, absolutely, this was for my highest good, and I wouldn't be the person that I am today if not for this experience. So that's the answer. Again, this path is not easy. It's not a path that's, sometimes the truth hurts, and it's not a path that is just rainbows and candy and butterflies. To have a rainbow, you have to have rain. To have a butterfly, it's literally a caterpillar goes into a cocoon and dissolves itself to grow into something new. That is the process of nature. It is not just light and happy all the time. And so you have to learn to take the good and the bad and to take the things that have been bad for you, to take the negative experiences and transmute them into higher experiences, into knowledge, into growth, into service to others, into the thing that makes you you. And that's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, and we all go through those things that sometimes we just think we're never going to get beyond. But you will get beyond it. You will get beyond it because that's your purpose to get beyond it. That's your soul contract to get beyond it. Another thing about duality is where there is a problem, there is always a solution because everything exists simultaneously at once. It's not one or the other. It's both. So just trust and believe that you, as you grow, as you heal, as you expand, you will move beyond the negative patterning. Eventually, you do move beyond the wheel of karma. You move beyond the negative patterning once you're fully aligned to your soul path and soul purpose. So I hope this video helped. I'm going to do a third video, and that's going to be talking about ancestral karma and generational karma and how that works. But that's all I wanted to come on and talk about today. I send everyone love and blessings. Take care.